everything you hear here is true, while at the same time, everything you will hear here may not be fully true. What makes something completely true, or who decides if a story is true or not? You do. You do.
Do you know anybody who has been in a coma?
Did you know there are different types of coma even? Not all comas are equal. There's toxic metabolic related one, which is often caused by infection and organ failure. Vegetative state, where there may be movements without full consciousness, and the most popular, medically induced coma, designed to give you the brain,
I was in a vegetative state
body, a
when
rest
the Home
while you
Office decided I
recuperate.
didn't need NHS care.
Anyway,
Did they
I
know
digress.
I was in a vegetative state?
I was in a
Did they
vegetative
plan this
state
in accordance
when the
to a
Home
time
Office decided I
when I
didn't
couldn't
need
literally
NHS
stand
care?
up for myself?
Did they know
Or
I
even
was in
be
a
conscious
vegetative
enough to
state?
do anything.
Did they plan this
It's
in
one of those
accordance to a
truths that
time
has
when
no
I couldn't
definitive
literally
version.
stand up for myself?
So which one
Or
do you
even be
believe in?
conscious enough to do
I can see
anything?
it's a real struggle.
It's
for
one of those
who believe
truths
there
that
is
has
one
no
truth
definitive
and one
version.
right and wrong
So
way of
which one do
being
you
and
believe
living.
in? I
Life
can
doesn't
see
care
it's
to
a real
verify
struggle
such
for those
minds.
who believe
It's
there's
too
one
busy
truth
living
and
and
one right and
persisting.
wrong way of being and living. Life doesn't care to verify such minds. It's too busy living and persisting.
After my 6th consecutive surgery, I was put into a medically induced coma. No amount of drugs could keep my brain at ease, as I kept half waking up worried senselessly if someone was going to kick me out of the hospital.
I wanted to sign so that the Home Office could reconsider my new application, although I don't know what I was
the
thinking,
incongruity of my
as
drugged
this would be
brain.
the precise reason they'd
It
argue
didn't
I
matter.
was fit enough to be
This ordeal
deported.
continued long after I was
Oh, the
discharged from the
incongruity of my
hospital,
drugged up brain.
with partial closure of my abdomen.
It didn't matter.
Yes,
This
partial.
ordeal continued long
My
after
body
I was
needed to wait
discharged from the
until
hospital
time
with partial
After
closure of
6
my abdomen.
surgeries to gather strength
Yes,
for more
partial.
surgeries.
My body
During this
needed
time,
to wait and take
the
time after
overseas
6
visitor manager
surgeries to gather
at the
strength
NHS
for
Trust
more
decided to
surgeries.
grill me over
During
my
this
rights
time,
to
the
NHS care,
overseas visitor
because
manager
I had
at
only
the
been
NHS
living here
Trust
for nearly a
decided
decade
to grill me over
and
my
paying
rights to
NHS
NHS
health
care
surcharge,
because I had
along
only
with
been
my
living
national
here for
insurance
nearly a decade
contributions.
and paying
Of course,
NHS
this
health
doesn't
surcharge
entitle me to
along with my
NHS
national
care,
insurance
according to this
contributions.
visitor manager.
Of course, this
See what I
doesn't,
mean? There
this
isn't one
doesn't
truth.
entitle me to NHS
This
care
manager was
according to this
convinced I was
visitor
one of those
manager.
dirty immigrants
See what I mean? There
sponging
isn't one
off the
truth.
NHS.
This manager was convinced I was one of those dirty immigrants sponging off the NHS because who wouldn't live in this country for a decade waiting to have 6 life-threatening surgeries to only be told I need more surgeries afterwards and that I'd need intravenous feeding because my stomach simply
Aha,
couldn't
my cover was
process
blown.
nutrients the way
At
it
least
should.
that's how this manager saw
Aha!
it.
My cover was blown.
Thankfully for me, my
At least
MP,
that's
along
how
with
this
several other
manager saw
kind-hearted
it.
organizations and people,
Thankfully
were in
for
my
me,
corner.
my MP, along with several other
I am
kind-hearted
still living.
organizations and people,
I
were
am
in
still
my corner.
struggling, and I will forever
I'm still
skip a
here, I'm
heartbeat
still living,
every time
I'm
I
still
get
struggling,
an official
and I will
looking
forever
letter,
skip a heartbeat every time I get an official looking
because
letter
those were the fears
or hear
that
the
engulfed
doorbell
me
ring, because
while I
those
lay
were the fears
helpless
that
on an
engulfed me
ITU bed,
while I lay
unable to
helpless
speak,
on an
unable
ITU
to
bed,
move,
unable to
And
speak,
remain unable to
unable to
communicate
move,
the gravity
and
to
remain
which
unable to
this
communicate the
experience has
gravity to which
permanently
this
altered my
experience
very
has
sense of
permanently
being.
altered my very sense of being.
Is this true? Am I lying?
Is this true?
Was the
Am I
overseas visitor
lying?
manager lying?
Was the overseas
Was this
visitor
entire
manager
Home Office
lying?
mishap a big
Was this
mistake?
entire Home Office mishap
The
a
only
big
truth that
mistake?
matters is
The only
is the
truth
complete
that matters is the
insignificance.
complete insignificance of any of these questions. It's the only truth anyone can grapple with as the only truth that continues to exist are the fragments of disbelief every time someone hears this story, coupled with fractured moments that puncture through every experience, every emotion, and every iota of my existence, whether I'm aware of it or
Whether
not.
I'm aware of it or not. Do you,
Do you
trust me now? Am I
Am I
telling
telling
you the truth? Only you
Only
can
you
make
can
that
make that
decision.
decision.